Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Amanda. If you're new here, I just do makeup. Well, I also am trying to get into shopping vlogs and things like that, but today I'm just gonna get ready for my boyfriend to come over. It's gonna be real quick because he just likes to pop in and I don't want to be halfway done when he does that. So I already primed my skin off camera. I do moisturizer first. It's very important to have good skincare. It may not look that way. I am broken out as hell. I'm going through a lot of stress in my life right now, as I'm sure a lot of people can relate, but cleansed my skin, moisturized. I did a primer off camera. I use the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas Primer. It's wonderful. They had just the Tatcha canvas before. It came in like a putty type thing, but I think this one's much easier to use. You can just spread it over the face much easier. So I did that off camera. And then I'm going to go in with my foundation. I use NARS, the Light Reflecting Foundation in the shade Vienna. So I'm going to go in with that. We'll just get our base on because I'm going to do this quick. He likes to tell me he's going to come over and then not give me an exact time and then just show up. And then I look like this. So we're going to just get this on. So I use a dampened beauty blender. I've said in a previous video, I'm not a brush girl. Brushes are great, but I just find for me, gives it a little more of a natural appearance to use a beauty blender. So I find I can control how much product I'm putting on. Like, I feel like with brushes, sometimes it puts on too much product at first. And this kind of just controls the amount of product I'm putting on. I can always add more after. So, alright, this is going to be hopefully not as long as my other ones. Sorry guys, I know they're long videos, but hey, YouTube is for long form content, so bear with me. I'm very new to this. Go easy on me. Alright, and then like I said before, I have a nose ring, so you don't have that, see that there? You don't want to walk around with that all day. So you get in between there. And you don't want those ugly creases around your noses, so like an ugly ass face. Do that. And some people tell you not to get foundation under your eyes. I mean, I do it all around. It's fine, as long as you blend all around your face. This is not going to be the most exact video, because, like I said, I'm going friggin' fast. I could be going fast and he could show up at 8 o'clock at night tonight. I don't know, ladies. You guys really... just give me a time. And then, but it's important you go down the neck. You don't want your face to look totally different from the rest of your body, so. Alright. Well, here we go. Let's see. What you doing? Filming a video about you. Too funny. Too funny. I left the part where I talked about him in this video out in that text. All right. And then we're going to do a little bit of concealer. So I'm using the Natasha Denona concealer. being the best influencer ever. You're interrupting my video. Looks like this. Looks backwards because I'm filming on my iPad. Can't wait till I get good at this. He just asked if I'm filming a video. God, do I tell him the truth? Okay, and I put a little bit in the corners here and a little under there. Don't put too much concealer. This is probably going to be too much concealer. Okay. Then we're going to I take a concealer brush and I blend this out. Very carefully under the eyes. You could do concealer. So concealer, what it does, besides just brightening your face, obviously, is it brings areas of your face forwards. So I don't use a lot of it, as you can tell, as I'm lying directly to your face. I'm obviously putting on way too much right now. But it highlights areas of your face, if that makes any sense at all. Look at a little bit of this out right now. Okay. Contour shadows brings in, and then concealer, well, conceals, obviously, but it also will bring areas out, if that made any sense at all. This is where people will click off. Okay. So I let that sit a little bit. I let it congeal. I hate that word. And then, let's see here. I'm trying to go fast. I have a feeling he'll probably... You guys not even come over at all. So I could be rushing for no reason. Huh? Okay. Alright. So, today I'm going to do, because I'm wearing green, I'm going to do more of a warm tone look. And I'm going to use more Natasha Denona. Love Natasha Denona. I'm going to use her her Glam face palette. And what's great about this is it has sorry, it's so messy on the inside. You can tell this is very well loved. It has a blush component and a highlighter already in it. And it's got all your eyeshadows laid out for you. You can do a beautiful warm tone smoky eye with it. Which I usually stick to these two shades, very fair, these two shades and this for the inner corner. So I'll probably do that, but you can really build a really deep smoky eye with this. It's a gorgeous palette. I've had it for a couple years now. I should see it if it's still being sold, but I'm sure it is. So that's congealed on my face. It's kind of set a little bit, and I'm gonna blend it out with the pointy edge of the same Dampen Beauty blender that I use to blend out my foundation with. Sorry, I was so distracted there for a minute with those text messages, so it's not very professional of me. So I'm not going to use a cream or a liquid blush today because I'm not going to use the blush that's in here. I'm going to use a Patrick Ta blush today that's pretty powerful color. It is a very summery coral color. And it's almost got like that like sunburn look to it. And if I add a liquid blush underneath, it would just be looking like the it clown over here. So, but now, before I added my concealer, would have been the time to use a liquid blush underneath. And it is, I've mentioned this in a previous video, it is a good technique to use a liquid blush underneath your powder blush. You set the liquid blush with your powder blush. I'm just blending out that concealer. You can add concealer in other places that you want to kind of, like I was mentioning before, like bring forward. If you can put it a little on your chin. I don't know if I really want to bring my chin forward. I've got quite the chin. You could bring it down the nose. You can do a little here. I don't really do all that. I just put it under the eyes. I just want to conceal some darkness under the eyes. Okay. And then I'm going to set that. Okay. So, and the color I used for that Natasha Denona concealer was RN1. It's one of her lightest colors. It's almost edging on a little too light for me. So next I'm going to set that, I'm going to set my face. So like I've mentioned before, you get all your wets out of the way first before your dries. Once it's really not good to go in with wet over dries. So I got my liquid foundation out of the, got my primer, liquid foundation, and you would do your liquid blush or cream blush. And then now I'm going to set. So I got my setting powder. I use the Huda Beauty setting powder. It's my favorite one right now. Laura Mercier is another good one. I use Cherry Blossom Cake. It's her pink one. Pink just adds a nice little tone. And I don't mind the scent that's to this. She does have an unscented one. So I put a little bit in the cap there. Just about that much. And I take one of these powder puffs here. I use a Real Techniques one. And I get it there. And you want to get the excess off. And I swirl it around. And then make sure you don't have any creases. And I already am starting to crease. So you don't want to set those. And go in with one eye at a time. And I go down. I kind of sit around my chin, go down the nose. I go up my forehead too, just with the excess. And I love this powder. It's so finely milled. Okay, we're going to do the same thing again on the other side. Make sure there's no creases. Get it out. Sorry about my nails. I recently stopped doing my press-ons. I'm going through a little natural phase. I'm trying to give my nails a little break. They were looking rough there for a while. From the press-ons. And I set through here so you don't get that creasing through here. It makes a big difference. Okay. So I'm gonna just get the excess back in there so we don't waste not, want not. Put the cap back on, okay. Making a mess over here. Okay, so let me get my bronzer brush. And I'm going in, because I was explaining in another video, I have a kind of a cool tone bronzer. Really would be like a contour shade, but I mean, I have a dark, warmer bronzer and then a regular bronzer, but in my mind, my warmer bronzer is my Laguna NARS bronzer, and it looks like this. Just a classic shade. If you know, you know. This is like sold out a lot of the times. I had to get this one on Amazon. Amazon, you can find makeup on Amazon if you can't find it on Sephora. Just be careful the sellers you're getting it from. It's not always legit. And you can kind of tell by the prices. I just go where the sun would kiss you. If no one is kissing you, just know the sun will always kiss you. She is fair. I have to be careful with this bronzer. So I go around the edges there, and then I like to sculpt with my bronzer. You see that? Stuck in my cheeks. I go in like that. I kind of give myself a little bronzer, you could say. And I go down the neck too. Kind of just sculpt underneath the chin a little bit. Kind of give yourself that Ozempic look. All right. So that's it for bronzer for me. I guess I could do a little more here. Okay. I'll do a video where I mess around with some cream contour and things like that. I just have to go looking for it in my archives. I've got it somewhere. I have a Morphe one. Okay, so now for my favorite part, blush. Okay, I have this beautiful one from Patrick Ta. And the thing with this packaging, the same with my Natasha Denona palette, is it's just the fingerprints get all over it. It's like gorgeous when you first get it, but I think this is the one I want. Yes, look at that. Look at that summery shade. It's just stunning. It's like this coral, but you got to be careful with it. So you know that's going to pack a punch. All right. And I get a dome-shaped brush. Get my color switch out. Okay. And I like a dome-shaped brush for blush. Okay. That's just me. And I give it a 1, 2, 3. Tap off that excess. And I go in and this has a mirror in it, but pack it on very carefully. You can always add more. You can't take away. And this is just like that sunburned blush look, which is nice in the summer. I only save this for the summer, this shade. It just goes nice with like a brown eyeshadow look. And I've got like pretty prominent cheeks, so I like to highlight the actual cheeks. And I just put it all over. Who am I fucking kidding? Okay, start with that. So Patrick Ta does the opposite of what you would think. His technique. You start with the powder and then you punch it up with the cream. Most of the time, I know it's opposite of what you would think. You would think you would start with the cream. But you start with the powder and punch it up with the cream, and I'll show you. And I'm going to put a little on my nose. It's just gorgeous. It's just the most satisfying thing. I am going to use the highlighter from the Natasha Denona palette that I'm using today, just for shits and giggles, because I haven't used it in forever, and to be honest, I use the same Hourglass palette for everything, so give it a break. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna punch that up a bit. I'm gonna use the cream there. I don't know why I'm tapping off. It's a cream. Go there. Punch up there a little bit. That's pretty. Okay. So now I like to go in with highlighter. Okay. And I like a little dome-shaped brush for highlighter. I don't really use fan brushes for highlighter. And she's got this, when I do warm toned looks, I like, oh my god, this palette is disgusting. I'm sorry, you guys. I should have cleaned it before this video. I like a gold, I like a nice gold highlighter for warm tone looks. Oh, that's pretty. I haven't used that in a hot minute. And I go down the cheeks. Most people don't go down the cheeks, but I saw Jaclyn Hill used to do it. She's a cheeky girl, and I got big cheeks, so anywhere the light would hit you, and honestly, the lights hit my cheeks. What can I say? And I go down the nose. I miss the old days of highlighting. And I do the tip of the nose, reindeer look, instant lip filler, Cupid's bow. Okay. Okay. And now, I mean, at any point after you start doing your dry products, you can start setting your face, but I always wait till just before I do my mascara. I don't set it after my mascara. Just because I'm afraid that I'm gonna get black all over my face. So, I'm gonna wait to do my brows. Okay. So, we are gonna do eyes. And for this, you can see here backwards. This is transition, this is crease, this is outer corner, this is smoke, this is inner corner. You can do whatever you want with it, but she just kind of lays it out for you. So I am going to use transition here as a transition, but I kind of put transitions all over my lids. Oh, and I'm going to use an eye primer. I always forget right before I start. I already put product on my eyeshadow brush too. So I use the Rare Beauty eye primer. An eye primer is good for kind of canceling out like the bluey veins in your lids and increasing the longevity of your eyeshadow, preventing creasing of your eyeshadow, you know, making it nice. Make it real nice. I'm sorry about my nails. One of these days they're gonna be nice for you guys, I promise. Okay. 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 So I went in with transition. I think I already have some on my brush here, so I'm gonna just, I always start kind of in the outer corner and then windshield wiper motions. And that is just such a pretty brown. This is so my comfort zone. but I put it kind of all over the lid. That's what I always do with my transition shades. Especially that I'm not gonna put any shimmers all over my lid. I'm just gonna pop one of those shimmers in the inner corner. Okay. And I'm using refer number 15. That's not the one I wanted. No wonder this is kind of being a little tricky. I want refer number 16. Ah! I'm like, why is this being a little tricky? I want it to blend a little better. I want it bigger. That's what I want. I want a bigger brush. I want it to really windshield wiper for me. That's much better. I mean, that's a lot of color, but that's fine. And then I'll take the color off of the brush. Once I'm done over here, I'll take the color off of the brush and go back and really blend out this edge here. Okay. So let me do the same thing on the other side. The brush I want, the refer number, I love refer brushes. Refer number 16, I find they're the best eyeshadow brush. Made in Japan. With real goat hair. Yeah, that's doing what I want. It's just like fluffier, this brush. The other one's good for like outer corner work. Windshield wiper motions. Yeah, this brush just really does it. I always tap off the excess because, like I said, you can always add more, but you can't take away. Okay, now I'm gonna take with my color switch here. This is great for going in between colors with the same brush. I'm gonna take some color off of this same brush and really blend out this kind of harsh edge that I got here from using the wrong brush at first. Kind of blend that out a little bit. Okay. Okay. And then now with the brush I was using before, the refer number 15, which looks like this, refer number 15, I am gonna go in with this crease shade here. And I'm gonna do exactly what it says. I'm gonna go very gently, and I always hold at the very edge, the very bottom of the brush. For very light pressure, I'm gonna go in the crease and kind of the outer corner. Kind of do little circles and blend into the crease. Little circles, blend into the crease. Just to kind of darken that up a little bit. Then I kind of bring it in a little bit on the lid. Okay. That's nice. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Circle, 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 bring it in. And it's so funny. I taught my mom how to, or I like showed my mom how to do this, like via FaceTime. I was like coaching her. I'm like, circle, 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 bring it in. And she's like really good at eyeshadow now. She's got one of my Natasha Denona palettes. So jealous. It's a really good palette too. It's like one of her like Glam palettes. And then I'm gonna take the color off of my refer number 16, and I'm gonna blend those two together. Blend, blend, blend. Blend, blend, blend. Okay, and I want to add some color underneath. So I'm gonna go in with this crease shade. Crease. I'm gonna tap off that excess. I'm gonna squeeze the bottom here. Make an ugly ass face. Can't be afraid to make ugly faces in makeup. Gonna make an ugly face to get a beautiful face in makeup. It's irony. Irony at its finest. Okay, we're gonna do that again on the other side. Okay. And then you can take a little of the transition shade, kind of blend that out. Okay, and I'm gonna take a smaller brush. It's not a rougher brush, it's just a good old-fashioned small brush. And then I'm gonna take inner corner, and I'm literally gonna put that in the inner corner. And I kind of bring it up a little bit, a little sparkle. It's kind of like a darker, it's not really like a punchy inner corner shade. It's like a dark little sparkle. It's like gold. It's kind of cool. Gives it a little something. Okay. And then I'm going to do my brows. I'm very simple on my brows, ladies. I'm sorry. I don't fill them in. I probably should. I should probably shape them, but I just use, I got a new one here. I use NYX Brow Glue. I use this shade Taupe, but it's drying up so bad, so I'm going to use this new one. And this is in the shade Brown. Oh my god, I don't know how this is going to come out. This might make my brows look so dark. We can laugh together at me. Probably already are. Okay, so you saw that I shaped my brows the way I wanted them to. Okay, this might not be so bad of a color. The point is, I just want them to be in the position that they're supposed to be in. And this glue does a good job of holding them and tints them a little bit. Okay, that's good. I'll just be one of those blondes that has slightly darker brows. That's fine. this is like dried out too a little bit. Okay, we're getting there. So I'm gonna set my face, and I use Urban Decay All Nighter. That's it for my brows. Boring, I know. So next I use, so appropriate, I use Urban Decay All Nighter Spray, just a plain one. And let me get my blow dryer ready. I'm gonna put it on the lowest setting. Okay. I spray this bad boy. Like I said, I spray before I do my mascara because I don't want that shit all over my face after I work so hard on mascara. And I put this on the coolest setting. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, so now, like I said before, I don't do, and I'm going to, one of these videos, I'm going to do liner and falsies and all that, but I don't want to freak him out just yet. It's only been like 7 months, so I'm going to do what I always do, and I'm just going to curl my lashes and do mascara. Okay, so the secret to good natural lashes is curl, and a waterproof mascara. And you want to get one of these. You want to get them in a good position first before you curl them. This is so exciting, I know. But it's important. So I curl them for 20 seconds on each side first, and then I curl them again. I double curl them. Oh, look at this little smoky eye. It's looking good. Okay. And then for lips, I'm gonna do, let's see here. I'm gonna do, if I can find it, Makeup Forever. Oh, I gotta go get it out of my purse. That's okay. I'll just do Cool Spice. I was listening to Spice Girls on the way to work yesterday morning. No, I'm gonna go get my Makeup Forever, and no, I'm gonna go get Cool Spice. Cool Spice by MAC, and I'll do Cool Teddy. I was gonna do Makeup Forever Wherever Walnut, and Yash, but I think I'll do, I just don't want to get up and have my cats take over the room. Oh, it's right here. Okay, I'm gonna stick with my original plan. Wherever Walnut and Yash by MAC. Okay, so that's close to 20 seconds on one side. Okay, we're gonna do it and then clean them up. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Remember, the uglier the makeup face in the beginning, the prettier the makeup will come out. It's a trick. And I'm going to use a brand new tube of Maybelline Falsies Surreal Lashes, waterproof. It's all in having it be waterproof. If you're afraid of your lashes coming out when you take it out, then just get a good makeup cleansing balm. I've not had one lash come out from removing my mascara from having a good balm. I just use Garnier, and it's fine. Just make sure you're not sleeping with it in. That's important. And don't curl your lashes after you've put mascara in. That's important. Okay, that's that side. So I'm going to go and do it again. Okay, one side, we're going to do the other side. So I double curl. Get some water. Basic by Jenner Stanley. I mean, are you even surprised? Okay. So you can just do like 10 seconds for the second curl. Okay. It's coming together. It's important to comb them because you want them to be in a good position when you curl them. Okay. All right, almost there. And I just got a new new tube of mascara, so the struggle may be real. If you know, you know. It's sometimes having a slightly dried up tube is where you want it. It can be a little difficult sometimes. Okay. So let's comb that and let's struggle together. I hate putting on mascara, but it's the most important part. Can't believe I'm about to have a YouTube video where I'm doing this together. Okay. So the technique is you wanna do this. Technically you should do this. Roll it and do this, but Lord knows I'm gonna fuck up doing that, so. You just want to coat every lash. And I usually just do, oh my god, so many controversial statements. I usually just do one coat. Oh my god, I'm gonna have so many people click off at so many points in this video, but I find too many coats will make your lashes look like tarantulas. It won't look natural. Okay, no mascara, mascara. I think that's a pretty good mascara. Oh, it's like, don't fuck with it, leave it alone. Leave it alone. I just want to fuck with this so bad. Okay, leave it alone. Don't fuck with it. Okay. The temptation. Okay. A second coat would be you dunk back in and put more on, but I just do one coat. It's harder to do the technique over here because it just is. My arm's like arched in another position. Looks pretty though. I don't know, sometimes that, like I said, that dried out mascara just does a better job. This is like too wet and like clumps your lashes together too much. Just picture me doing this at 4 o'clock in the morning before work. The absolute dedication. Okay. Just have to stop there. Sometimes you just gotta know when to put it down. Okay, we're gonna do lips and then we'll be done. Let me take these out. My hair has been on a journey. I've lost almost 50 pounds in the last like 7 months. Obviously, it's from like Zepbound. No, but try losing that from dieting. No, I'm not saying it can't be done, but I was really heavy beforehand. Let me fix my hair real quick. This is not a hair video. I just can't look at my hair. No, but so anyways, I lost almost 50 pounds. I've been on Zepbound and I lost it really quick and I lost like almost half the hair on my head. So anybody who's on one of those GLP medications that can relate to that, let me know. What'd you do to grow your hair back? It's been a struggle. Okay, so I'm going to use Wherever Walnut, Makeup Forever, their artist color pencil. Looks like this. This is one of their classic colors. And I overline my lips. I go a little higher. See, I do this, and you can see this side needs to be higher. There we go. And I'm gonna, for the finishing touch, we're gonna use MAC. Oh, this is their latest launch with their comeback launch with their nudes. This is Yash. I know that looks crazy. It's beautiful. I love MAC nudes. They have the best nudes. Beautiful. And I'm going to top that off with a lip gloss by Jeffree Star. This is in Jeffree Star his lip glosses are awesome. This is his liquid lip balm in the shade Star Chocolate. And I love, like, look at that applicator. Ignore the angry dog outside. Okay, We finished all of this before he came over. Put on a little Kayali bougie marshmallow. And we are finished. Just gotta clean my messy house. We're done. Ooh, I just ate that. Okay, guys. Thanks for joining me. If you like what you saw, like and subscribe, and I'll be back with more makeup videos, hopefully some shopping vlogs if I can muster up the courage to film in stores. Thanks for joining me. Thank you. Bye.